Broadcasting live worldwide.
Good morning, everyone. This is Angel from Have Faith, Let It Begin. Here's a quick question for you. If you had the opportunity to go into a time machine, would you go back to your past? Would you go back to a specific moment in time? Would you go into the future? This episode is called Time Machine. Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, I am Mia. You are listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let It Begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Can you say Have Faith, Let It Begin? Huh? Yeah. Yeah? Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this great edition, this special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. As today, we talk about what if you had a time machine. Yep. As I was watching Back to the Future yet again, I couldn't stop to think, what if I was Marty McFly? What if I had a friend like Doc Brown who built a time machine out of a DeLorean and who had an opportunity to drive in a vehicle that when you hit 88 miles an hour, you were able to possibly change the world. That's the clean version. Folks, if you don't know what that reference is, I'm talking about Back to the Future. It's a great trilogy. It's a great movie. If you have never watched it, I suggest you check it out. It's a great movie. It's different and you get a lot of laughs. But the episode today is about Time Machine. So I posed the question to all of you. What would you do? What would you do if you had a time machine? Many of you would probably go back into your past and make a change. Perhaps you'd look yourself up in the future just to see how well you turned out. For me, I gotta be honest, it's very simple. I would go back to 2014. 2014, as many of you know, has always been a very difficult year for me, especially one specific month. But I wouldn't go back to that month. I would begin in January of 2014, and I would speak to myself. I would literally go and try and speak to myself without trying to alter the universe and say to myself, you need to be a better person. You need to be a better listener. You need to do all that you can to be a better boyfriend/fiance. Yes, I'm speaking about myself. I did a lot of things in the past that I'm not proud of. Things that I worried too much about that was out of my control. I worried about my financial situation. I worried more about paying off bills that, quite frankly, the way I was earning my dollars then was not even possible. I took on an extra job and wasn't home. I paid less attention to my then fiance, now my wife. That is what I would change. Now, many of you may say, wow, that's pretty deep. Wow. I had to think for a second and stop. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Sometimes we have to make mistakes. We have to learn from our mistakes to be a better person. So the question is, even if I would have spoke to myself and try to change who I was and the way my thinking was, and maybe open up more to my fiance, things would have been a little bit different that particular year. Yeah, that's probably true. But ultimately, would have I learned my mistake? Would have just put a Band-Aid or erased something that I wish I could erase from my mind and my heart? See, sometimes life takes a hard turn. Sometimes we need to feel certain types of pain, maybe certain types of loss, maybe some types of heartache in order to learn our lessons. Maybe, just maybe, we may not need a time machine. But if I did, that's what I would do. So I leave you with a very, very quick ending. What would you do if you had a time machine? How would you change? Or would you just go to witness maybe a historical moment? What would you do? How would you change it? What would you say? Think about that. What would you do if you had a time machine? Would you be Marty McFly? Would you go back and alter and accidentally change something that you had to only revisit and rechange and hope for the best? Or would you maybe look at the time machine, open the door, only to realize you didn't want to go in? What would you do? Have faith? Let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.